Mark and welcome to Epic Confections. This week is such a special week. We have a very special guest. We have Charity from The Lovely Baker. Everybody say hi to Charity.
Hi everyone! I'm so happy to be here.
This week's theme is gingerbread. Charity, how do you like your men?
Ginger. Mark, how do you like your men?
Any. Alright, let's do it. So to start, I have a disposable piping bag, a coupler, and a piping bag ring. And I have a pair of scissors to snip the tip, and of course my gingerbread house. I also have some ready-made royal icing. I just dyed it this amazing, beautiful blue color. The recipe is in the description below. I also have my coffee and my cell phone ready to go because I'll be at this for a while. Just starting out by snipping the tip out. Next, I'm just inserting the coupler to the very bottom of the piping bag, taking a Wilton No. 2 tip and placing it on the outside of the piping bag, and using my ring to secure it all together. I'm just filling out my piping bag. Now, you don't want to fill your bag too much. I'd say about halfway, that way you have more control over what you're piping. So I'm just piping the entire perimeter of the house. You do need a steady hand, so don't go out drinking the night before if you're going to do this. I just piped on a door, and now I'm piping on some cute little windows. Next, we're going to flood the entire gingerbread house. So I just took my royal icing that I used to pipe the perimeter, and I just watered it down until I got a nice runny consistency. So next I started flooding the entire surface of the gingerbread house, and then I took a wooden dowel and I started spreading that royal icing into every nook and cranny. If you want my gingerbread recipe, it is in the description below. I repeated this process about 4,674 times until I couldn't feel my wrist anymore. Lastly, once all of your gingerbread is dry, I went in with some white royal icing and piped around the door and the windows. So once you're finished piping all of your 2D gingerbread houses, and I mean you can do anything to these, you can pipe them, you can paint on some Christmas lights, you can use disco dust. I'm happy with the way they look. I'm using all dummy cakes here. I have a 14-inch, a 12-inch, and an 8-inch. The whole idea of this cake is so that you'll be able to pick things off of the cake and eat it as opposed to cutting into it. So I've already iced my 14-inch cake. We're going to go ahead and do the same for our 12-inch cake and our 8-inch cake. Just adding a little bit of buttercream to stick the two dummy cakes together. It's not very nice to call them dummies. She is. She's quite tall and quite massive. But hey, it's a showstopper. So what we're gonna do next is take all of those pre-piped 2D gingerbread houses and we're just gonna randomly stick them all along the sides all the way up top. So I'm just applying a little bit of royal icing on the back so that they will stick. Now that's a big ass cake. So next I just have a piping bag full of leftover white royal icing, and I'm gonna go in with a large tip. This is a Wilton 12 tip, and I'm gonna cover the tops of all the roofs, and then I'm gonna go in with a smaller medium tip. This is a Wilton 4, and I'm gonna make some icicles. So I'm just switching tips. It's always good to have a variety of tips in your life. I'll start here on this blue house. So what I'm going to do is just push my royal icing out and drag it. And there you go. You have some icicles. So my royal icing is a little runny, and that's something that you definitely don't want, is runny royal icing. And I can't fix it now because it's already on the cake. So really make sure you have a nice stiff royal icing. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit because I am a hot mess. And then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start decorating. I'm gonna set a whole scene here, so it's like a little village. I'm gonna set a whole village scene here. So I picked up a couple things from the dollar store. I picked up these little lights. They're so cute. So I'm just putting that around the cake, putting the battery pack in the back of the cake. I have this really cute kind of snowy lace stuff. I'm gonna put this around the front of the cake, so it kind of looks like snow. So I picked up these little tiny trees as well, and what I'm gonna do, take a little bit of buttercream and just dap them in the buttercream to make it look like snow. And I'm just gonna randomly stick them all over the cake wherever there's buttercream. So I have a little bit of silver disco dust, and very sparingly, I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle the tops of the roofs. So I think you guys know what's coming next. So yes, I decided it would be really cool if there was a train going around. So what I did is I just put the lace and the lights all around the cake, but I still wanted it to be able to spin, so make sure that the lace isn't really touching your cake board. And I have a few other model trees that I picked up from the dollar store, and I'm just gonna set them down. Let's get this train going. Choo choo! I also have some silver flakes here, and I'm just gonna sprinkle them all around the cake. Let's get this train rolling. gingerbread cake with a train. Choo choo! If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new Christmas videos right up until Christmas every single week. Thank you so much to Mariposa Market for sponsoring this awesome video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you so much to the very lovely and talented and beautiful Charity from the Lovely Baker. Make sure to go check out her channel and subscribe. There is a video link in the description to her video. Thank you so much, Charity. I really appreciate it. You're awesome.
Thanks. I think you're great too.
Well, I'm married, Charity. Stop it. Also, I'm gay.